This is my first day going back to work after being sick for about 2.5 weeks. I'm going most importantly because I'm trying to audition at some new clubs out of town, and I don't want to go if I haven't been on the pole in like 2-3 weeks. So really the premise of today is to just go in and just really just focus on my body. If I make money, I make money. Hence why I'm going so early, so I don't have to pay a tip out today, because you know day shift is kind of hit or miss. So it's really just about me today. Like, it's about making money, but it's really about making sure my body's good so I can go get a bigger bag. It's like my first time wearing makeup in like 2 weeks. For real. So I just completed my first stage set after being off for 2 weeks, and I got $3. I didn't even do that much, and I feel like congestion. I feel a little winded. One customer has came in today so far, and like I said, it's just me like trying to get used to being back on the pole, that type of thing. So I'm not tripping yet, but as far as like my body, I feel pretty good. And hold on, and I'm trying to break in my new shoes. I couldn't show y'all because there was somebody else in here while I was getting ready, but these are my new shoes, and they light up on the bottom, type deal, and I really love them a lot. So thank you, baby, for my new shoes. I'm not gonna lie to you, my chest is mad tight right now. I have like 2 more hours for me trying to be here, and I'm not gonna push it today. I'm literally only doing 6 hours because this is not feeling the best right now, and I keep falling off the pole. So I'm trying to get my strength back up. Try not to get too discouraged because one of my regulars just came in, so if I can get him to do a dance, then I'll have met my goal for today and I can go. Got in and got out. I made my goal for today. It was actually pretty good for a day shift. I'm really happy about that, but I'm kind of a little discouraged because I definitely feel my weakness for not having danced in like 2 weeks. So I was falling off of the pole a lot. Couldn't really hold myself up like I thought I could. But then I realized I was kind of like dying for like a week and a half. So trying to give myself grace for that, but it's still light outside, as you can see. So I'm about to call my friend because she called me earlier and I gotta call her back, and I need to stop by the store to get some fruit and stuff because I've been taking antibiotics and it's kind of been messing up my stomach. So I'm gonna do that and I will hit you guys later. So I didn't get a chance to record this morning because I had a lot of phone calls this morning. I called my friend and I called my dad this morning, and I ate and just came to work. But this is the fit today. And I just feel really tired, but I think I'm gonna be okay. Definitely not the best shift today. Mainly because like the energy was just off. This is my second time working this week, but like I just feel wonky. Like I'm not gonna really try to push my body or push my time. Like if I said I'm doing a 12 to 6, like I'm doing a 12 to 6 type situation, because I'm really realizing like how sick I actually was and how much strength I actually did lose. And even though like I'm tight on money and I really do need to like try to work every day to make my goal, like me pushing myself and working 10-12 hours is what landed me sick in the first place type situation. So I'm just trying to really be disciplined and be nice to my body in that way, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I really just want to curl up in my bed and like watch a movie and like actually rest. Like, I'm actually really tired and I don't even feel like I did anything today. But yeah, I would check back in with you guys tomorrow. There's no girl dinner going on down here. Okay? So like I was saying, because I'm taking an antibiotic, I have to eat more whole foods to replenish some of the nutrients and good bacteria that's being killed in my body. So I added some kimchi and tabbouleh and rice and chicken to a bowl. And this is what I was eating a lot when I first started dancing, and it really helped me bulk up like protein wise. And I'm probably gonna opt for a protein shake versus a coffee in the morning, because when I had my eggs and coffee the other day, I felt okay, but when I had avocado toast and bacon and coffee this morning, like I did not feel good. So I think I'm gonna stick with the eggs for a little bit, and I think I'm gonna opt for a protein shake, and I can show y'all how I make my protein shakes because I really feel like it makes a difference. But I am gonna probably have to slow down on the coffee for a while and just focus on like making sure I'm getting my teas in, because my body is kind of like really vulnerable right now. I feel like if I feed it a lot of good things, it'll show externally. This is a great time for me to get all of my herbal tinctures in. I've been taking oil of oregano and my wormwood tincture. So I'm starting to see it in my skin. Like my skin is like really glowy just because I haven't worn makeup in like 2.5, 3 weeks type situation. So when I do wear makeup, I don't have to wear that much, which really makes my get ready time and my get unready time kind of cuts it in half. But once I feel more up to my strengths and whatnot, I'll probably start getting back into full glam. But just trying to like focus on getting my strength back. Like, I'm not trying to jump right back into being a showgirl right away. And it's so good. I'm probably gonna cut it today, but I will see you all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. I have a really big, well, not really big, but I have a profound download today that kind of puts into perspective like some of the feelings that I've been having, like towards like my dance career and like towards like my artistic career, especially when it comes to how I'm navigating like the different projects that I'm a part of. And what I'm realizing is that my frustration lies in the lack of intentionality and the hyper focus on action. I feel like you always see return on your investment, not because you're making like these huge, big, sizable investments through action or through completion of a task, but I believe that, and from personal experience, that you see more sizable investments when your action is charged and soaked and drenched in your intentions, meaning that I might not have to do a big action. I might not have to put out a lot labor wise. But if I spend more time focusing and grounding my intention in even the little actions that I do, I can still get a lot and get a big return on my investment through me being super sure that that is what I want. And honestly, just doing it and just being very action centered is just not enough. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need more than action. I actually need a reason, and I need that reason to always be at the forefront. I need that reason to always be disclosed. I need that reason to always be centered in the intention of everything that I'm doing. And because if not, I'm literally just going through the motions of things and kind of just letting life happen to me, or kind of just being okay with the way things are, when I know that if I slow down and I really reset and ground, that I won't have to be doing a whole lot to be getting the very things that I want, you know? So, a little update about last night. I really don't trust when people leave the club and say they're gonna come back type situation. And it was a thing where I was the only black girl in the club, and I really tried to avoid that situation, especially when the regulars are in there, because it's not finna give dance monkey dance, and I know that these men don't tip and they don't like black girls type situation. I just didn't feel like it was worth my time, number one. And number two, I've been really committing to doing my 6 hours and dipping out. Like, the days of me staying over just because the client said this and that are gonna have to be put on pause, because I feel like doing that is what really made me get sick in the first place type situation. So while I need to get my money up and while I still haven't met my goal for the month yet, I understand that. I'm not panicking yet, but I know that it's more important for me to be well and to make decisions and be intentional about developing more habits that support me getting my strength back and getting my nutrients and getting, like, you know, my body back where it needs to be, versus me compromising that just so I can get a couple more extra dollars. You get what I'm saying? I think this eclipse really did hit a shift for me, because it's making me become more committed and more devoted to habits and practices that directly support me versus everything else that's going on. I said, I don't care if the club is getting packed out. All these people are coming in at 6 o'clock type situation. There are girls here. I've been here since 12. I'm finna go. Straight like that. And that's really just how I feel. So, like, I feel like this eclipse is really just getting me to work smarter and not harder. And I feel like the smartness and the intelligence of my intentions is rooted into developing habits that are ultimately, like, supporting my overall wellness, so that I can get back to performing and dancing how I want to. So that way, if I want to work a night shift type situation, ooh, my food is ready. I want to work a night shift, I have the energy and the strength and the health to do so, versus like coming in there off of a Red Bull and thinking I'm finna work 12 hours and then not even like break a band. You get what I'm saying? So I'm about to have my breakfast/lunch. I'm going to write in my journal, and I will check in with you guys later. I might just get lost inside of this drug. Don't let me get lost inside of this. I don't know what the fuck it is about today, but I have an attitude. This little one. And I'm trying to optimize it through my movement, but that's not working. And I find myself being very short with people that I'm interacting with, even if they're just asking like really simple questions. And I feel like the reason behind that is because I'm ready for a weekend where I am well fed. I don't want to be here. And if I'm going to be here, I need it to make sense. And eventually, or at first, I was going to self-harm and drink like 2 cups of coffee and just stay in here until I make my goal, like I did a couple weeks ago. But there's no creamer. So guess what? That means there's no coffee, and I'm not about to sit up here and drink like a Red Bull or like a bunch of soda to like wake myself up. So we're back to the drawing board. So we'll see what happens. Bro, the thick girls ain't getting no love today, and I'm so annoyed. Thick girls ain't getting no love today. So I want to celebrate by supporting my thickness by getting a fucking pizza. When I tell you, as soon as it's 6 o'clock, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Are you joking? Are you joking? Like, not my day at all. I'm literally gonna try to work tomorrow because I'm over this shit, respectfully.
what fucking level of loser am I that I'm over here fucking crying and the fucking drive-through don't have my shit together? Oh, this is just one of those days where like I just really was not in the mood. Like I just really was not in the fucking mood, like at all type situation. What are the planets doing? Because it just seems like today is just giving try again tomorrow. God damn it. My goodness. It's a new day and I'm still very sad, very much depressed. What is bothering me the most at the moment, it's not like the specific things that have like actively made me upset or triggered the hell out of me in like the past couple of days or so. But I had called my friend the other day, my really good friend the other day, and we were just talking, chatting, catching up, that type of thing. And I was just kind of telling her about, how certain people in my life like just make me feel like really bad about myself and make me go inward and like just put me in a really dark place, like based off of like how they treat me consistently and like why I keep allowing it, that type of thing. And she said something that really stuck with me, and that even though it was profound, like it's like one of the main sources of like my sadness today, was she said that when you feel like you're not good enough or that something is like wrong with you or that you just are no good type situation based off of like how specific people treat you, it's that people who really love you and care about you and support you like don't view you in that way and don't see you in that way. And while that is really prolific and was really what I needed to hear on that day specifically, it really saddens me because even though there are people in my life that I know don't view me as not being good enough or not adequate or embarrassing or all of those other negative things, like even though I know like the people who love and care about me don't feel or see me in that way, that love and care and consideration when I feel like this isn't enough. Like when I tell people that I'm depressed or like I'm not in a good mental state and I just feel like everything is going to shit and I feel like I can't do anything and nothing is right, and I'm angry and frustrated that I feel like nobody wants to work with me and nobody believes in me, they like start to pile on like how great I am and like how talented I am and how those things are true and like eventually like things will get better. And I know their intentions are good, but like it literally just makes me feel like 10 times worse. Like you have no idea. I understand that like you may view me in a different way, you might believe in me, but like how you feel and what you think don't have anything to do with what's going on in my brain right now. And I tell people this all the time. I'm like, if it was as simple as me just hearing and being encouraged, that would not be hard to obtain. If it was something as simple as me literally like physically doing something different, like, and if I know that doing that thing would like alleviate and fix like how I feel, don't you think I would have done it by now? Yeah, I need to get up because I've been up since 7 and I literally have not moved except to like go to the bathroom and like make a cup of tea. So let's go ahead and try to make something out of today, even if that thing is just breakfast.
tried to record some nude sad girl content, but instead we have my favorite comfort meal and my favorite spooky Hello Kitty bowl in bed at 2 p.m. I will say, maybe a home cooked meal does do it every single time. Oop, I don't know.